Brothers. Now, I enjoyed this drama movie very much because I like Tobey Maguire. He's one of my favorite actors because of Spider-Man. So yeah, this movie came out in '09. I think this movie was a little underappreciated by some people. But I enjoyed it. I didn't pay for this one either. Mother bought this one, so she gave it to me because she really didn't watch it as much. I only watched it the one time, but I probably will intend on watching it later, probably this week or next week. See how it goes. So yeah, that's Brothers. Really enjoyed this one. Feel like some people gave it a little bad rap, but I enjoyed it. Next we have is a comedy movie starring Ellen Page and Michael Cera. We all know, everyone should know what this one is. That is Juno. This movie came out in, I believe '07, so Michael Cera, I love him. He's a funny guy, especially Superbad and Year One. Ellen Page, I kind of like her. I think she's funny. So yeah, there's Juno. I saw it one time. This one either didn't pay for either. Mother bought it, gave it to me because she didn't watch it. So that's Juno. As you all know, that's the movie where she gets pregnant and decides to put her kid up for adoption. Yeah, I enjoyed this one. Michael Cera, of course. Really around this time, from this time frame of like '07 to 2010 is where he had Superbad, Juno, and Year One. I enjoyed all three. So yeah, Juno. Now this one, I know people really didn't like it as much as I would have expected. I personally enjoyed it. It's an action movie. I like the Disney action movies they did with Pirates of the Caribbean and this one. And of course, Pirates of the Caribbean is a classic trilogy, is a classic saga. And this one is John Carter, which came out in 2012, so it's relatively new. Now, as I said, I personally enjoyed this one. I've been really trying to get more back into my action game because I started watching a lot of comedies, so I kind of fell off on my action movie game. So action, adventure, fantasy. This probably goes into like action, adventure, and probably fantasy. So yeah, I enjoyed this one very much. I heard it got some bad things. I liked it. So yeah, it's John Carter, which I do recommend, because if you like Disney movies, especially the Pirates of the Caribbean saga, you would enjoy this one. Now here we have a classic, the last DVD of a classic trilogy, starring Wesley Snipes, and this one had Wesley Snipes, Jessica Biel, and Ryan Reynolds, and that is Blade Trinity, the unrated version. Now I enjoyed all three Blade movies. My favorite one is the second one. This comes in second, and the original comes in third. Basically the same order, just flip the first one last. And this was the end into the saga, because this one is where Whistler died, and they brought Dracula back to life. If I remember correctly, this one came out in 2004. Yeah, they all came out late '90s, early 2000s. So I really enjoyed Blade. I remember watching him on the Spider-Man cartoon. I like Blade. So yeah. And here, Jessica Biel's just a badass. She's basically a female Blade in this movie. And of course, Ryan Reynolds is being Ryan Reynolds when he went through his little action horror movie stage before he started going into comedies, which I think he's better fit for his comedies. So that's Blade Trinity. Really love this one. Didn't pay for this one either. Get this one from my aunt. Oh, and the John Carter I paid $6 for at Family Dollar. Next we have one of my top 10 movies. I really love this one. This one came out in 2008. It stars Kevin Spacey, Kate Bosworth, with Lawrence Fishburne, and also has Jim Sturgis. And that is 21. I love this movie. I remember watching it when it came out. I thoroughly enjoyed this movie. Kevin Spacey is one of my favorite actors. He's top 5. Yeah, Lawrence Fishburne, I'd probably put him in top 10 or 15. So yeah, I love this movie. This movie is just one of my favorites. It's truly, if you haven't seen this one, I truly recommend you watching this one. You will enjoy it top to bottom, from beginning to end, you will enjoy this damn movie. That's all I gotta say. Found this for $5 at Kmart. Great find. That's 21. Next we have is a recent release from late last year, and that is the newest part to a classic. Sorry, you probably already know what it is from that. To a classic horror saga, and that is The Curse of Chucky. I personally am a big Chucky fan, even though I really only like the first. I like Child's Play 1. I like 2. I hated 3. I like The Bride and Seed of Chucky. And here, The Curse of Chucky. If you look at The Bride and Seed of Chucky, they kind of try to add a comedy. Put a comedic flair to Chucky. But here, they threw that crap out the window. This brought back the horror Chucky. This basically took you back to Child's Play. Because Bride and some people probably got a little in Bride and Bride and Seed, but they try to add a comedy flair. This is Curse of Chucky. I really enjoy this. I remember watching this in the summertime. Scared me a couple times, I'm not gonna lie. It got me a couple jump scares, like, oh shit, but slipcover. Curse of Chucky. This one, Curse of Chucky, came out late last year. I don't think it went, if I remember correctly, it didn't go to movies. It basically was created, went right to DVD. Got this for $15. With the last one. And I jumped at it because I really wanted to get this one on DVD. I've seen it on Blu-ray, but I don't have a Blu-ray player. I really recommend this one if you're a fan of Chucky and also want to see the horror movie Edge brought back. This one and The Grudge if you like horrors. This one brought back the horror. You can see the evil looking bastard right there. Next one is one of my favorite movies. One of my favorite movie series from Tyler Perry. Of course, starring Tyler Perry, as he plays one of the funniest old women you'll ever see in Madea. This is Madea's Witness Protection. This one really wasn't as great as as Family Reunion, Goes to Jail, Madea's Big Happy Family, and Christmas. But I really enjoyed this one. This one was funny. It's Madea. You can't go wrong with Madea. Tyler Perry's fucking hilarious as her. Sorry for the cursing if anyone gets offended by me cursing. So yeah. Slip. This one came out, if I remember correctly, 2012. Came out around the same time. Came out with John Carter, same year. I remember seeing this in movie theaters, and I didn't buy this one. Mother bought it for herself. Watched it the one time. Didn't think it was as funny, but I'm a huge Madea fan, so I took the damn thing. Put this back on. So yeah, this is the DVD plus digital copy plus ultraviolet. And The Curse of Chucky was just the DVD. So it is real funny. If you haven't seen the Madea series, you are really missing out on comedies. She is funny as hell. Yeah, that's Madea's Witness Protection. Now, this movie I didn't see yet until I bought it on DVD. It came out, if I remember, last year. And it has two of the classic action movie stars you'll ever see. Stallone and Schwarzenegger. Also has Jim Caviezel. And this one is the DVD plus digital copy and ultraviolet. And it is Escape Plan. I thoroughly enjoyed this movie. I watched it like the night I bought it, and I enjoyed it. And I enjoyed it from start to end. Of course, you can't go wrong when there's a movie that has both Stallone and Schwarzenegger in it. You can't go wrong, especially action movie. You're not going wrong with the Terminator. Schwarzenegger, who's bound to do something with a gun, and Stallone, who's known for his action movie series. Well, mainly known for Rocky and Rambo, but yeah, from Rambo, really, you know him. I enjoyed it. I know some people, if you really enjoy Stallone and Schwarzenegger's action movies, get this one right here. This is a great movie, and as I said, I thoroughly enjoyed this one. I didn't miss a minute of it. So yeah, that's Escape Plan. $15 as well for this one. Next we have, I think, is a great movie from the man who made this. It's starring Adam Sandler. This is the unrated version, which came out in 2008. I love this movie. It's funny. As You Don't Mess with the Zohan, unrated version. Now me, I enjoy this one. I know lately Stanley's movies haven't been as great, but he did have some successes from Don't Mess with the Zohan and the first Grown Ups. So yeah, this one is hilarious. He plays a Israeli. He's hilarious in this movie. I see this one as a classic Stanley movie. I love this movie. This is one of my top 5 comedies. So yeah, if you haven't seen it, I recommend You Don't Mess with the Zohan. Starring Adam Sandler, so you gotta see this. It also has Rob Schneider and the dude from Transformers, whose name I'm trying to get his name. Oh, John Turturro. It also has Nick Swardson in it. He's hilarious. You know Nick Swardson. He was in Haunted House. He was in Benchwarmers. He's been in basically almost every Stanley movie recently, and he's been in a lot of comedies. He's hilarious. So yeah, Don't Mess with the Zohan. Got the last DVD, and then we have the TV show. Now this one is my top 5 movies, action movies, any movies, starring Nicole Kidman, Sam Elliott, Eva Green, Dakota Blue Richards, and Daniel Craig. And this ranks up there with Lord of the Rings as a fantasy adventure, and that is The Golden Compass, which came out in I believe it was 2007 or 2008. So yeah, this is one of my favorites. I've been looking for this movie for years. Found it at a local dollar store, $5. Same price for You Don't Mess with the Zohan. I see that as steals, especially for this one and Don't Mess with the Zohan and 21 and $5. I see those as mega steals because these movies are great. This is a great movie. It's one of those movies that you can watch over and over and not get bored of. And also, it's one of those movies you can remember lines and scenes like the back of your hand. I just love this movie. When I saw it, I had to jump. I had to. My heart almost stopped because I was like, oh my God, finally I found it. So yeah, The Golden Compass. Great movie. So that's done for the DVDs. Now I have the TV show. Wait. Actually, I have one more TV show. Excuse me. Okay, so never mind. I have 2 TV shows. 2 TV shows. Both are season 1 of the sets. Now, this one I'm going to show you here is a sci-fi original series. I don't know if they stopped because I haven't seen a new series in like a couple of years. I haven't seen it. This is one of my favorite those reality TV shows they have on there. And this one is Destination Truth, season 1. So to this set, the episode listings right there. This one, this 2, and this 2 is behind this 2. I enjoy this series. This is one of my favorite TV shows. Reality-wise on Sci-Fi, besides the shows they had like Haunted Collector and Deep South Paranormal, and that new one they had, Opposite Worlds, which I thoroughly enjoyed. So if you haven't seen this one, Destination Truth, I really recommend this. If you're someone who likes, those TV shows where people go out looking for ghosts, if you like the ghost hunter stuff, he does it. And also, he does things where he looks like for those legendary creatures that basically have been in people's legends for years. So here he's looking for the truth. That's why it's called Destination Truth. I love it. You will love it too, believe me. So Destination Truth. And the final one I have is arguably the best TV show out there now, besides Game of Thrones. It's tied for my number 1. This is the first season, the first 6 episodes, because that's what this season comes with. The Walking Dead season 1, the complete first season. Now, like I said, it's only 6 episodes, but I really never watched The Walking Dead until November last year, when I saw their marathon of the whole 3rd season. I fell in love with it. So yeah, I fell in love with The Walking Dead. This is tied for my number 1 TV show out there with Game of Thrones, which I have over there, the complete first season, which has more than 6 episodes. As a matter of fact, look at the difference. Game of Thrones, complete first season. There he is, Ned Stark. The Walking Dead, the complete first season. It's in these kind of things. Here's the Game of Thrones. Comes with a slip. Oh, wrong side. Ned Stark, Tyrion Lannister. 5 discs. 10 episodes. 2 episodes a disc. Robert Baratheon the King. His wife, Cersei Lannister. Jon Snow. And Daenerys Targaryen. Yeah. Look at the complete differences of the first seasons. And they basically came out the same year. About the same time. I think Game of Thrones might have aired maybe the next year, 2011. And of course, as you see, The Walking Dead is only 2 discs. 4 episodes on disc 1. 2 on disc 2. Now, I love both. You can't go wrong with either, but problem is, Game of Thrones returns on April 6th, and it's basically airing the same time as The Walking Dead. So I'm gonna have to pick which one I watched live, and then the next one I watch is the replay. So yeah, here we go. Game of Thrones, Walking Dead. You can see the major difference in the boxing. Just look how small this is compared to the Game of Thrones. Seriously. This one I paid $20 for because I guess Kmart still thinks it's relatively new, so they made $20 for The Walking Dead. Destination Truth, I paid $3 for. This right here, $3 for one of my favorite TV shows, which I think they've stopped making. I'm upset about that, but $3 at Big Lots. Don't underestimate any place that has DVDs. Don't underestimate them. Damn it. So I was just putting that back because I didn't intend for it to be in here. So yeah. That was today's update of 11 movies and 1 TV show. Here they are: The Grudge, Brothers, Juno, John Carter, Blade Trinity, 21, Curse of Chucky, Medea's Witness Protection, Escape Plan, You Don't Mess with the Zohan, The Golden Compass, and The Walking Dead, the complete first season. So yeah, I said there's gonna be a new start, probably around April. I intend on doing a collection video because maybe around that time I'll have my Blu-ray player. I can have some Blu-rays. So yeah, that's my video for the day. So remember to like, subscribe, comment, do all that. Thank you guys very much for watching, and goodbye.